Hey, what is up, you guys? How y'all doing? I'm doing alright. So, I had a friend suggest this as an idea and actually have legit people ask me questions. So, I went on my Facebook account, I went on my Google account, I went on like Messenger, and I had a few friends ask me, a few questions, and I wrote down what they asked on paper, and then I put them in my phone in my memo. And these are just questions that I had been collecting for a while, and I figured I would go ahead and do a questions and answer video. Okay, I can quit acting crazy now. Okay, so I'm gonna start off with some pretty easy questions. Like throughout this video, I'm gonna be probably asked certain questions. I don't know what these questions are. Like, I wrote them down once and then I put them in my phone and I forgot about them. And I found my memo list in my phone, so I'm going to read off some of these questions. Ooh. Okay, I'm gonna start off with some pretty easy questions. Kylie T from Los Angeles asks, "Where are you from?" Easy. I'm from Alabama. Now, I'm from a town outside of Birmingham called Forestdale. That's where I grew up as a kid. I grew up there. It was really pretty. Like, the terrain's really pretty. The drivers in Birmingham aren't all that great to talk about. What? But instead, I'm not going to say anything negative about Birmingham because I do still have family that live down there. So, I will say I am from a suburb outside of Birmingham called Forestdale, Alabama. That's where I'm from. A friend of mine, his name is Ben, asked me, "What is your favorite dish to make?" If I could choose a specific dish to make in the kitchen, I would probably have to choose my mother and my grandmother's recipe for their spaghetti sauce. Like, I love their spaghetti sauce. I like spaghetti noodles too. I like angel hair. Samantha, another friend of mine, asked me, "Do you believe in the paranormal?" That's a touchy subject for me because I'm sensitive. I'm empathic in a way to my surroundings. If I go somewhere and I feel very uncomfortable with the location, I'm gonna say something. Most of the time, if I don't feel anything, or if I don't see anything out of the ordinary, or if I don't see like these apparitions of people peering through windows like you see on Ghost Adventures and Ghost Hunters, it's not like that. It's not like that with some people. Some people, I believe, but in a way, it's like, I believe, but I believe that God wants us to make it known to those who are gifted that there is another side. So, I believe in the paranormal, but what it says in the Bible, and I use my religion a lot, and I shouldn't do that, but I do for this specific question because in the Bible it states that you are only to worship one God, one God only, the only risen Lord, the only risen Savior of mankind. That is who you are supposed to believe in. And the government, that's a whole nother question that's probably not in this list. you know, I believe in the paranormal, but I don't believe in the paranormal. I believe in reincarnation. I do believe in reincarnation. I do believe, but I only believe in it because, one, it's not peer pressure to me. Two, I have my own opinion because of my own personal experiences. And that says a multitude. I could write a book about the house I grew up in. No joke. So, to answer Samantha's question, yes, I do, but no, I don't because of my religion. Cameron from Nashville asks me, what's your testimony? Did you have a bad life, or was it based upon circumstances? Oh, that's a really good question, yo. Wow, that's a really good question. My testimony is, I was born and raised in Forestdale, Alabama. I was born May 22nd, 1985. I am 36 years old. My testimony is I don't know how I would word my testimony, honestly. I want to hard pass this question, but I really want to answer this question. So my testimony is, back in 1993, we had a horrible snowstorm. Then, a year after, in 1994, I was in 4th grade and my grandmother, my mother's mother, passed away. So I was introduced to death at a very early age. Putting my friends and family in the ground is one thing, but losing someone that close to you who babysat you for your parents because they were off, busy working, going, paying bills, being an adult. I was very close with my nana. I'll be honest. I was. I was 9 when she passed away, so that was not fun for me. Then in 98, I survived an F5 tornado that came through Edgewater, Alabama, which is actually, ironically, on the southern side of Minor, which is where I was at when that tornado came through. I was in Edgewater. I have a mark on the back of my neck right here, and in this vicinity, should I say, I had a piece of metal hit me in my neck. Had been maybe that much more to the left, it would have killed me. Like, I had to have an emergency surgery to get that piece of metal out. I would have bled out. Did I have a hard life? To answer that question, yes and no. Most of the time, I put myself in that situation specifically. I don't know why my eyes look like that. Maybe it's the lighting. I hate the lighting in here. The lighting sucks. And well, here. I'm gonna have to edit this anyways, so. I'll just do this. There we go. Much better. Lighting sucks! Okay, so my eyes looked really glazed over. Sorry, I had to fix that. Did you have a hard life? Yes and no. Like I said, it was based on experience. A lot of my life was not based on, a good portion of my life, I'll say from like 9 to 15, I had a really good life growing up as a child. Up until my dad passed away. When my dad passed away, I was completely done. I said, I'm done. I'm over it. And then, a couple weeks back, I lost one of my best friends of over 20 years. I lost him, and he knew my brother, which is how I knew him. And sometimes it's a little difficult. Like, we have our good days and we have our bad days. So here lately, I've been having a lot of those bad days. Blake from Dothan asks, if you could have any superpowers, which ones would they be? Well, Blake is also a friend of mine. He's on my Facebook friends list. He asked me this one time many years ago. This was like back in 2017 when he asked me this question, and I was like, that's a good question. I don't know if I can answer that right now. I'd have to hard think about that. So I did a lot of thinking, and if I could choose any superpowers, any, probably regenerative powers. Now, I would want to regenerate my own body. Like, that's probably one of the weirdest questions I've been asked. Not pertaining to, like, just random questions. Like, that was one of those random questions I was asked. Regenerative powers, but I would want the ability to, kind of like Superman and Superwoman, where you can see through walls, but I want to see the heat signatures off of people that are in the room. That'd be a pretty cool power to have. James from Warren, Ohio. This is a random question from another friend of mine. Asks, if you could describe yourself in 3 words, what would they be and why? It used to be patient, determined, and forgiving. Those were my old 3 words. I do have 3 new words to describe myself. My first word would be, I'm as patient as I can be. So I'm going to choose calm, driven, and compassionate / considerate. Because I look, the reason I choose those words is because I feel like everyone deserves a chance to explain their side of their story. And not everyone has the same story. Everybody's testimony is different, but when you're trying to describe yourself, that can be kind of challenging. Sam from Madison, Alabama, another friend of mine, asked me, how do you feel about special holidays like Valentine's and Christmas? Okay, I'm going to touch on this because Valentine's was just a week ago. I do believe. Yeah, about a week and a half ago was Valentine's. So I'm going to be nice about this. Sugar, what are you licking? Quit licking. Crazy dog. So I'm gonna be, what's the word, brief about Valentine's. I think Valentine's is overrated, and it should be something for couples to both enjoy, both couples. And I say both sides. Like, the male needs to feel a certain way and the female needs to feel a certain way. And if they both feel mutual about it, then that should be your common ground. Valentine's Day is overrated to me. To me, also, Valentine's should be a holiday for those who are actually married and actually in love with each other and actually wants to be with each other for the rest of their lives. That's what Valentine's should be about. It should be a day of communication. That's what Valentine's should be. Christmas, on the other hand, that's a little different. Who doesn't want to feel like secure in someone's arms, or oh, I just want a cuddle buddy for the day. That's okay. But when it comes to holidays like these are holidays specifically designed for couples. I say congratulations to those of you who get proposed to on Christmas and Valentine's. Congratulations. Glad you can do it. I can't. If somebody was to ask me, that's a totally different question for a totally different video. Kayla from Vestavia Hills, Alabama asks, what is your favorite color? Well, my favorite color happens to be my birthstone, which is emerald green. I named my oldest daughter after my birthstone, which is Emerald Marie. Marissa from Elizabethtown, Kentucky. This was a random question from a friend asking for somebody else, but what was the longest relationship you have ever been in? That's a really good question. Let's see. The longest relationship I have ever had without going on a break. I'm sorry. I think the longest relationship I've ever been in was maybe 3 years, 3.5 years. Yeah, about 3.5 years. That was the longest relationship I'd ever been in, and I was really proud of myself for it. Zach from Nevada asks, do you believe in soulmates? And if you do, what are your feelings about having a soulmate? I do believe in soulmates. I believe there is someone out there for everyone. Sometimes people find what they're looking for, and some people do not. They have to keep searching and looking. So, I do believe in soulmates. My feelings about having a soulmate, I'm neutral. Right now, I'm neutral about that until I actually find my soulmate. So, Angie is from Baldwin County, Alabama. Oh wow, that's like Mobile. Asks, if you had your favorite breed of dog, what is it and why? Oh, that's a really good question. Because actually, my favorite breed of dog is actually the wolf breeds. But it would be so cute, oh my gosh, if my little chihuahuas looked like little wolves. Oh, it'd be so adorable. Why? Okay, to answer that question, I grew up with a dad that literally got me anything I wanted from like the age of 2 to like 15, okay? So a good portion of my childhood, my dad was there. And I asked my dad one day, I want a wolf or a dog. Can I have a wolf or a dog, please? I'll take care of him and I'll feed him. I did. Oh, I did. You can ask my brother Chris. So his name was Styx. He was a, let me get this right, 2/3 red wolf from Montana and 1/3 dog. But the breed of dog that he was crossed with was a golden retriever. I have a golden retriever downstairs that looks like the very same color as my dog was, which is really ironic. Because this dog is not even 2 years old. And he's nearly full grown. And he don't even look full grown. Well, he does, but in dog years, like, he's 14 years old. He's only 2 years old, though, in reality. So, I think he's really beautiful because he looks like my dog Sticks. And Sticks died many years ago and had heartworms, and we did not know it. The vet had to come out to my house, and he died from heartworms. So, that really bummed me out. Like, we could have taken better care of him. Jamie Lynn from Louisiana, this is one of my friend's little sisters, asks, what is your favorite brand of makeup and why? Clinique, hands down. My grandmother worked with Parisians many, many, many years ago before she passed away back in 2020. And she used to get these little makeup bags, okay? And she'd give them to me and my sister for Christmas. And these little makeup bags were like not even this long. In reality, they were like this long. Okay? And they were filled with makeup, like Moisture Surge, eyeshadow palettes, lipstick, little makeup sticks that you can use when you put on your makeup. Like, we got the whole shebang. So one year, my grandmother, after I moved in, took me, because I had a very bad breakout that year as far as acne went. And I still have adult acne, but I have a system now. And so, she would always do her best to make sure I had the best. So she asked me one day, I was like 12, 13. Do you know what makeup is? Yeah, my mom has makeup. I play with her makeup all the time. Like, she puts makeup on me all the time for school. Which my mom did. I will sit here and say my mom taught me how to put on my makeup. And, Clinique has always been my go-to. Because Clinique colors actually look good on me. And I didn't realize this until, like, many years ago. But my grandmother showed me how to put on eyeshadow correctly. I have another cousin. She worked with Clinique for many years also before she switched to Mary Kay. So, I know how to put on makeup. For those of you who do not know. DJ Sammy from Louisiana asks, what was the purpose of you starting your YouTube channel? And how did you go about making videos when you did start? Do you like to edit videos as well? Okay. This is this is one question, but wrapped in 3 questions. So I'll start with the first one. What was the purpose of you starting your YouTube channel? Okay, the purpose of me starting my YouTube channel is to help gamers who are just now starting out in the Destiny platform. I am the go-to for, and my name is Bife, he's really big on YouTube too, but my video specifically touches on certain things, like, one of my videos, touched on, a raid, on emblems, on shaders, on jump ships, on calcified fragments list. Like, I haven't even finished half of the videos I've started because I have been preoccupied because life keeps throwing curveballs at me. Like, the second question is, and also, how did you go about making videos? When I was making my videos, I was using not this phone, but a different phone, my Galaxy Luna. That's when I originally started. That was when the original Galaxy Luna came out. It was small and black and weird, but the camera was bomb. I loved the camera on that phone. And do you like to edit videos? I do, and I don't like to edit videos. I like to edit videos. I can take out, like, the things that don't belong. However, I do like to edit. Honestly. I like adding and taking away and making it look cool and making glitz, making glam. YouTube creators need to actually go through the actual YouTube creative workshop. You need to go through those classes. You need to go do that. That actually helped me out more than anything else. Nightwolf from World of Warcraft asks me, tea or coffee? If both, please explain. That's a good question. I'm gonna say both because, one, I drink coffee in the morning. It's not morning here where I'm located, but I'm drinking coffee. Tea at nighttime, like if I'm eating a meal, I'll drink tea. Like, that's the best way I can explain that. Taken Minblade from Xbox, he's a friend of mine, asks, do you have a bucket list? And if so, can you name off a few of the things that you would like to do? An Aerosmith concert, for one. Because I'm a huge Aerosmith fan. My best friend of over 20 years was an Aerosmith fan. And I'm an Aerosmith fan too, quite honestly, because I like Steven Tyler. So, I've been ziplining before. That's really fun, actually. I've never been to the Grand Canyon. My aunt and my uncle have. They have pictures. I want my own pictures. I've never been to Walt Disney World, so that's definitely in the top 5. Mike B. from Jamestown, Ohio asks, what is your favorite genre of music? I don't know if you like a lot of different things, but I am a huge fan of Green Day and Aerosmith. What about you? Oh, that's a good question. I like all sorts of music, quite honestly. If I could choose my favorite genre, I like it all. I love classical. I love classical guitar. I love classical violin, like me and my little sister do. Me and a few of my friends, we all listen to the same kind of stuff. But it's a variety of different stuff, like rock, alternative rock, adult alternative, like Genuine, Stevie Nicks, James Taylor. I'm a huge James Taylor fan because my dad was. Fleetwood Mac, like Black Stone Cherry, Eminem, Alabama, Alan Jackson, Reba McEntire. Like, I love all of it. Like, if it's music, I like it. If it's darker music, not so much. Rap depends on the artist and depends on the song. So, yeah. And yes, I do like Green Day and Aerosmith as well. I have a Sublime shirt somewhere up in here, but I love that shirt. I wear it to bed all the time. Joey from Graceville, Alabama asks, what is your favorite memory of junior high school? Oh, that's a good question. I'm gonna hard pass that. I gotta think about that one. Well, okay, I guess I do have a favorite memory of junior high school. My 9th grade year when my dad passed away. All of the entire school made this huge card for me. And they were like, we are so sorry. Like, everybody in this school. You're one of the most popular kids in this school, and everyone is afraid of you, but we respect you. And I'm like, okay, cool, thanks, But even some of the kids I went to school with invited me to go to church with them. That was probably my favorite memory of junior high school. And the only reason I say that is because all of my friends were legit, like, church going kids. Like, they wanted me to be there with them. They wanted to be there for me. Not just as a friend, but as a sister in Christ. Or a brother in Christ. You know, so I think that was probably my favorite memory in junior high school. It's not the best memory, but because my dad passed away, but the whole school came together and did something nice for me. I had free lunches for a full year. For a full school semester, I had free lunches after my dad passed away. So I continued until my free lunches ended. When my free lunches ended, which was like March the 8th, 9th, something like that, I quit. I quit school. I went back to school though. I got my GED. Took me 5 tries to get my GED, but I finally got it. And now I've got 2 associate degrees under my belt. And I am so proud of myself and my accomplishments. So, Tony Octavian from Xbox asks, if you could choose your favorite Xbox game, what would it be and why? Would it be graphics by any chance? Actually, yes, to answer that question, Tony Octavian. Yeah, actually, Destiny 1. More specifically, Destiny 1. I am a guru at Destiny 1. I have a whole, 4 binders filled. Okay, 4 binders. One of them is thin. 4 binders worth of nothing but Destiny 1 and partially Destiny 2. So I'm really doing my homework before I talk about something when it comes to Destiny. So, yes. And the graphics in Destiny 1 are actually pretty decent. Now, the graphics in Destiny 2, with the new DLC dropped, the Witch Queen, they've outdid themselves. Like, legit. Like, Bungie totally went way out of their way and dropped DLC that somewhat makes sense now in reference to Destiny 1. That actually makes sense now. The entire darkness was lied to. There's only one paracausal being in the Destiny universe, not 2. Because the darkness is just one entity. But the Traveler is a paracausal entity. Think about that for a minute. But yes, the graphics on Destiny 1 and 2 are pretty bomb, and I like it. Tiberius from Xbox, this is another one of my friends, asks, what is your favorite type of dishes to cook in the kitchen? I'm so curious. Okay. I like cooking Italian food. I've got Native American in my blood, but I've also got English, Italian, Dutch, and just a touch of Scottish in my blood. So I like cooking a bunch of things, but my favorite thing to cook is Italian dishes. Like my nana's Parmesan nuggets. Those are really good. It's chicken. It's baked chicken with cheese gravy looking stuff on top of it. And that has to stay in the oven though, so the cheese stuff can melt into the chicken. You have to do this in a certain process or it's not going to be good. It's going to be all like too juicy. It's going to taste really weird. if you don't do it the right way. Emma from San Antonio asks me, hang on, I know Emma. That's why I listed Emma's question in this. Asks, I saw your Destiny videos and they sparked my interest. What can I do to make my videos similar to yours, but make my own? I like to sit and talk as well. That's why I'm asking, what can I do that's different in my videos than what you do in yours? That's a really good question, actually. Emma, I'm going to just say this. If you want to do Destiny videos, make sure you do your homework before you just start talking about Destiny. Like, I had to do a lot of homework. 4 binders worth of homework. Okay. I'm very passionate about this. It depends on the format of the video, what you want. It also depends on the type of equipment that you use. It also depends on if you want to edit your videos yourself or if you want YouTube to do it for you. Lighting, as you can see in the beginning of my video, the lighting wasn't very good in here, and now it's too good to where my eyes look black, and they're not black. My eyes are brown. So, the things that you do in your videos, like, you can copyright things that you say, or you could, like, go out of your way, get in contact with the YouTube people that run YouTube from Google itself. Get in touch with them and see if they can send you an email with a link that can help you. Like go watch these videos and see if you can do the same thing. If you can do the same thing but you think you can do it better, by all means, do it better. So, the things I do in my videos and the things I say in my videos are different than from what everybody else does. Lily from New York asks, I know Lily, this is a friend of a friend. I'm a huge Call of Duty fan and was wondering, I saw your video on Call of Duty where it was laggy. I saw the achievements that you had gotten. Also, I was curious, have you ever joined a clan before? And if you have, who did you join? I actually joined 2 clans. I'm a part of the Alabama clan, XGen clan. The Alabama XGen clan is what they are specifically called. XGen is next generation. XGen is really, really great. The people are just so wonderful. They are so sweet. If you're having a problem, you reach out to them in your community and be like, okay, look, like, this is what's going on. I need help. Can somebody help me? Most of the time, I go through Facebook. And Facebook has been very, very helpful. So, I like XGen. I joined XGen many years ago on Call of Duty. There's another clan I enjoy, and that's the Destiny clan of XGen. They are really, really, really a really great group of guys, but they're called Dads of Destiny. And they are just so sweet. Their wives are wonderful. They're great sport. You know, and it's very magnificent at how well people actually treat other people in the Destiny community and in the Call of Duty community. But there again, you get some people who rage quit and send you really hateful messages. And I'm just like, yo, like, nobody's got time for that. Billy from Alabama asks, are you a Marvel fan? If so, Who's your favorite Marvel character and why? Okay, for those of you who know me, who know my demeanor, who know I'm a smart ass, I can be a smart ass, and not mean to me, but I choose Deadpool. Deadpool is just, I have a comeback for everything. Somebody says, oh, well, you're mean. Yeah, well, you got a big forehead and you stink, so kiss my butt. You know, I've got to come back for everything. I not that long ago got into a heated debate with a friend of mine about politics, and I'm like, listen, I'm going to stop you right here. I don't like talking about politics. Oh, no thanks. Like, no. I feel a certain way because I feel that way. It's my opinion alone, and nobody can take my opinion from me. I'm entitled to my feelings, just like every other human is on this planet. So, you know, I feel a certain way, but if I had to choose a Marvel character, Deadpool, because I always have a comeback for everything. So, these are some really good questions, and I'm going to keep collecting questions also. And I know right where I started and right where I'm ending, and I'm going to end it here at this question. For those of you who watch my YouTube channel, thank you so much for your love and support and just subscribing and being awesome and giving me good criticism and not being rude. You know, that's the best thing in the world. So I want to thank every single one of you who asked these questions. Thank you. That some of them are very hard to answer, and some of them, you know, it's good to be put on the spot sometimes. So if you like this kind of video and you want more, please like, subscribe, share, and comment. I really appreciate it. I really do. A lot of people don't understand still why I'm doing the YouTube thing, because I want to, and there's nothing you can do that you can say to make me stop. I hate it for you. Like if there is a million questions on the board right now as to why I haven't made a video in quite some time, and especially a Destiny video. The reason I haven't made a Destiny video in quite some time is because I'm still doing homework. I'm cross-referencing, making sure I get all my facts straight before I just make a video. That's the point of doing Destiny videos. I want to make sure my facts are straight beforehand. So if you like this kind of video and you want more question and answers, or if you ever want to see me just do a mean dog, I can't make fun of my dogs, they're too cute, I'm sorry. So thank you guys for watching. If you like this kind of video and you want more, again, please like, subscribe, share, and comment, and I'll see you guys later. Love, peace, chicken grease, and I hope and pray I can make an actual Destiny video really soon. Thank you guys for watching. Peace out.